the financial planning industry as a whole has seen what we'd say is an exodus of people that were actively participating in it. Why?
Why? Oh, it's because we've had, well, the big impetus of that was the Royal Commission, where before the Royal Commission, the big banks were the big providers of financial planning. It was vertically integrated, where they had clients that were financial planning clients that they were creating their own products. So there was quite a lot of I suppose, self interest in that respect, because you wouldn't, the banks wouldn't sell other banks' products if you had your own. And that caused a lot of, I suppose, unethical behaviour to happen in the industry. And so what's happened during the Royal Commission, as a result, they brought in a lot of ethical framework that meant that, and very high educational standards, which meant that a lot of existing advisors had to either get qualified or leave the industry. And in the last 5 years, the industry has gone from over 30,000 advisors now down to 15,000, and still going down.
And what would you say about the quality of the advisors that are there now compared to the ones that were there
Yeah,
before?
so we've been defined as a profession now, like because of that quality and standard that we have to abide by, that is legislated, which means that the people that are practicing now, you can rely on and have done the ethical exams and also the education requirements in this new regime.
Okay. And so are we seeing people with more of a technical focus in contrast to people with more sales acumen?
Oh, definitely. Like in terms of the interaction that we're seeing between advisors and clients, it's definitely all about making sure that the client's interest is firstly understood and delivered first and foremost before anything else. Okay. So it's actually written in law. It's called best interest duty. So every time we provide advice, we have to show and be able to prove that it's in the best interest of our clients.
Okay, excellent. And so would you feel confident in saying that the level of service and the outcomes that people are getting from now into the future will be better as a result of the changes?
Well, generally speaking, yes, absolutely, because of the amount of requirement from legislative requirements that financial planners have to abide by to deliver the kind of advice that is required of us and a certain level of standard.
Okay, so there's a certain amount of peace of mind that comes with these changes?
Absolutely.
For someone like them?
Yes, absolutely, because now it's more transparent than it's ever been. And also there's a lot more legislative, compliance that we have to, compliance that we go through to ensure that we are at a standard to be able to even advise clients nowadays. So before, it took a very short time frame to convert anyone into a financial planner. Now it takes at least 3 years of full-time study, a degree, and then you have to do a financial a FASIA exam, which is an ethical exam, and then you have to do a professional year program under an experienced financial advisor. So it takes at least 4 or 5 years now to become a licensed financial advisor.